For those of you who watch my videos every week as soon as they come out, first off, you're the best. Second off, you would have known that I didn't actually post a video last week. And the reason behind this is because I've been in a bit of a rut recently. I genuinely think I have minor SAD, which for those of you who don't know is seasonal affective disorder, and it's basically where you just get really sad in the winter, more so than you do in the summer. I've never officially been diagnosed with this, so don't go crazy or anything like that, but I do genuinely feel a lot grumpier and a lot less motivated to do anything when the weather is dark and cloudy and I'm not seeing the sunshine, and then when I do see the sun it really does show such a difference and I feel so much more happy. But anyway, that aside, I've been in a bit of a rut recently and it made me think about ways that you could get out of it, because I don't like being sad. I think it's just a waste of time for when you could be happy, and obviously you'd enjoy being happy more than you do being sad. So there are a couple of different things that I tried. Some worked better than others, just to sort of pick me up and make me feel like I had a new lease of life almost. So I want to share these with you, whittled them down to 8 different tips. So my first tip is to make a kick-ass mood boosting playlist. I have one on my Spotify called Good Vibes, and it's just got old classics, new classics, some really good songs that are just really upbeat, really happy. I dance around the house and I sing them, and it just puts me in such a good mood to listen to these uplifting songs. Don't get me wrong, I do love a good chill out Spotify sesh with some nice chilled tunes, but sometimes that I think maybe could bring me down even further. But no, sometimes you do just need that kind of pick-me-up, that good tune, that happy vibes that you can get through music. And if you want to check out the Spotify playlist that I've made, I will leave it below. It's called Good Vibes, and I personally think it's great. The second thing that you can do is to really look after yourself. Now I know this is a lot easier said than done, what with late nights and just eating convenient food and skipping out on beauty pamper regimes and taking time for yourself, but it really is so important that you get enough sleep. I am so grumpy when I don't get enough sleep, and I really feel the difference that dragging myself out of bed in the morning is such a task when I haven't had enough sleep. So just chill out, just, I don't know, do a face mask, have a bubble bath, meditate. That's something that I really need to get back into because I've kind of slipped a little bit on the meditations, but it does work. It really does calm you down. Also make sure you're drinking lots of water and fresh fruit and just getting all that goodness inside of you so you can bring the goodness from inside to the outside. If that even makes sense. Jesus, I sound like a proper little hippie. The third thing that you can do to feel a bit better is to book onto some classes. Usually when I'm in a bit of a rut I don't feel like doing anything, so dragging my sorry ass to the gym is such a task. So I find that booking myself onto a gym class, that way I've got a time constraint and I have to be there at this time to attend this class, then it motivates me to actually get up and do something. Whereas when I go to the gym I feel like it's down to me to get myself there, and sometimes I can be like, I'll just go later, or I'll do this first, or I need to clean up first, or film a video first, and then next thing I know I'm just putting it off, and then it's suddenly 10 o'clock and I'm like, oh well, my gym's closed now anyway, so I'll try again tomorrow. By booking yourself onto a class, you have to go, you have to be there. And then you can even choose classes that you really enjoy. I really love Zumba, for example. So if I put myself into a Zumba class, that's something then to look forward to, and a time constraint to work by as well. So it kind of forces you out of this little continuous circle. And also the exercise, that is proven to help put you in a good mood. It releases endorphins, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that I think is like the hormone that makes you feel happy and good about yourself, and you feel like you've done something good because you've got out and you've exercised and you're being healthy. The fourth thing is to limit your time on social media. I think this is a really big thing for me. I found that when I come home from work and I'm finished and I put all my stuff down and I sit down on the sofa or on my bed, for example, and just scroll through loads of different social media sites, next thing I know, like 3 hours have gone and I've done nothing. it doesn't achieve anything by going on social media. You don't really take anything away. It doesn't work towards any goals by just looking through what other people are posting. I always feel like I've wasted all that time. I've not done anything productive by sitting there going through the same things over and again throughout these different apps and just a continuous circle until I snap out of it and I'm like, no, I need to get up and do something. I've wasted so much time on this here. I just need to put it down and stop. Just the self-control to think, no, don't sit down in the first place, don't get your phone out in the first place, don't open Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever it is you use. Just leave it there, get some things done first, and then when you can give yourself 10 minutes or so. I'd say 10-minute rule is good. Any longer than that and then you need to stop. You can set yourself a timer. 10 minutes on social media, it's the word. You don't have to be that precise. You don't have to be that regimented. You don't have to be that regimented in 10 minutes. But just, you know, don't spend too much time on it because, well, for me anyway, it just makes me feel like I've not achieved anything. Number 5 is to have a good tidy up or clear out. I definitely believe that a clear space equals a clear mind. You can't focus on something or concentrate or feel like you're not bogged down with stuff when you have a really busy, messy living space or living room, bedroom, whatever it is, workspace. I find that having just a good clear up, a good tidy up, puts a new energy into the place and it feels a lot cleaner, it feels like you've got a fresh start, you can just have space for your thoughts to branch out and obviously make more mess again, but just keep it tidy afterwards. You can also clear out some old clothes, so having a good sort out of things that you don't need or use anymore is so therapeutic. You're getting rid of all the old stuff, making way for the new stuff, and it's a perfect excuse to go shopping again, which I really need to do, but that's besides the point. Having a clear out will again just minimise the amount of junk you've got around and allow you to move forward. Number 6 is to remind yourself of the things that inspire you. Personally, I feel really uplifted and inspired when I watch anything musical theatre based or anything with lots of people dancing. I can't dance and I did a bit of musical theatre a while back, I do still love it, but I don't do any right now. So reminding myself of things that really give me energy, that really give me motivation to get up and do something is such a good way to boost your mood. Musicals in general, I think, just put people in really good moods. Baking, if you really love to bake, just, I don't know, look up some ideas on Pinterest. If you love travelling, you can look at some travel blogs, some travel videos. Pinterest is a great place to start for anything inspiration-wise. You can also reassess your goals, and that might help you find out why you're in such a rut. Like, I don't really know what my goals are right now, which I think is probably one of the reasons why I just don't have any motivation to do anything, because I've got nothing to work towards. So I think I do need to reassess what I want to do in life, what I want my goals to be for the next year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, for example. I just need to sit down and have a think about it. So maybe that might help you guys as well, just to reassess what you're doing and what you really want. So that way you can start working towards them and get out of this bubble of just mopiness. And number 7, following on from that, is to get stuck into something new. So once you've decided what your new goals are going to be or what you'll want to do with your life, you can get started on projects that will help you reach your goals. If you really want to own your own restaurant, you can start looking at business plans, what you'd want to do in your restaurant, places that you could do it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know nothing about business and starting up your own business, so maybe take a business course first if that's something you really want to do, because that would definitely help. If you really want to get into acting, start looking at some auditions, join some clubs, make some contacts. If you really want to be a personal trainer, go do some courses. You can do pretty much a course on anything these days, I'm sure, and just to learn about what it is and get yourself one step closer into being where you want to be eventually. I mean, even if you don't start a project that will work towards your end goal, you can just start a project like a new hobby. Just get stuck into something. It could even be like a new book. Just get stuck into something that you can work towards and use your time productively, and ultimately that you would enjoy. So you can look forward to doing this project, this hobby, whatever it is, reading this book, but just feeling like you've got something going on in your life right now will definitely help you find a purpose for it. And number 8 is to surround yourself with loved ones and family members. You could even talk to them about why you feel so down or where your life is going, because these people love you. They're going to support you throughout whatever decisions you make. They ultimately just want to see you do the best you can and to be happy in life. So if they can see things from like an outsider's point of view, as a third person kind of perspective, that will definitely help you get more of an overall perspective of your life and where you think it's going. And even just being around people who make you happy, their happiness and just the happiness that you both share by being in each other's company will rub off on each other, and then ultimately it'll be a really happy experience. But I definitely think don't cut people off when you're in this rut. It's okay not to be able to pull yourself out of it all by yourself. Sometimes just having a conversation with someone who wants to see you do well and can really positively motivate you to get on with something and just follow your dream and just frigging go for it. So I reckon that's probably one of the most important things. I personally am so influenced by other people. So surrounding yourself with that positivity will eventually rub off on you. I do promise. Whew, this has got quite deep quite quickly. Yeah, so I apologise for not having a video up last week. I will do better going forward. I will also try not to be so miserable and grumpy in winter by taking my own advice, I think. And if you guys struggle with this sort of thing as well, do let me know so that I'm not the crazy one in the corner who gets sad about clouds. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and if it did help you at all, please let me know. You don't have to do that in the comments, you could do that privately. Any way you want, just talk to me. I like having friends. Anyway, I will hopefully see you next week. Bye!